Any action by police officers that does not only undermine the rights of any person, but worse, still discloses such abuse and contempt for due process, as in the case of Abert, can neither be condoned nor justified. The treatment of Mr. Abert Ojwang is a betrayal against him and a betrayal against the people of Kenya. This cannot be wished away as an isolated incident because it is illustrative of deeper systematic weaknesses within the National Police Service. Kenya has no room for extrajudicial killings and criminal conduct by police. This is a past for which too much has been sacrificed to unshackle our country from. While we note the efforts by the Inspector General in interdicting officers believed to have been involved in the conspiracy, Abert's death, to pave way for investigation, the same is far from sufficient in resolving the matter. First of all, we ask the Inspector General of Police, why hasn't he named the particular officers that have been interdicted? What is the need of hiding? Let Kenyans know, and the ambiguity of saying in any other officer. Who are these any other officers? And secondly, officers who picked Mr. Abert Ojwang from Homa Bay, are they part and parcel of those who have been interdicted? Without telling Kenyans in plain word of who these individuals are, will be treated to just PR for purposes of calming down the citizens of Kenya. We want to know who are these officers, the ones who picked Mr. Abert Ojwang, are they part and parcel of those interdicted? And secondly, those interdicted, we want to know their names. We want to know each officer involved so that we can follow and find out what processes that will follow, and we know the individual officers that are being held accountable. To ensure a meaningful and credible outcome to the intended investigations, we demand an unequivocal commitment by the National Police Service that they will unreservedly cooperate with the investigations undertaken by IPOA and provide all necessary access, material, and evidence that will fast-track the investigations. Further, there must be corresponding undertaking by the National Police Service that there will be no interference or intervention whatsoever on their part, save for what is reasonably required by IPOA. To ascertain this, we equally call upon the Deputy Inspector General of the Service, Mr. Eliud Langat, to publicly and unconditionally recuse himself from taking part or influencing the investigations in any way, save for as may be required of him as a potential witness. We know that this recusal is necessary to dispel any apprehension of prejudice and conflict of interest that may arise on his account as the complainant against Mr. Abert Ojwang. Secondly, the safety of Kenyans, whether suspected or not, is not a matter for which we can reactiveness. We demand proactivity. The Law Society of Kenya has concerns over the safety of detainees while in police custody and the and mistreatment that has raised Kenya police cells. In particular, we have sounded grave apprehension over Central Police Station in Nairobi, which has been a poster boy for police brutality and overreach. This must come to an end. Further, we note that previously the Council of Law Society of Kenya had raised concerns with the Inspector General of Police against Nairobi Central Police Station for being violators of the rights of arrested persons. We call upon IPOA to expeditiously investigate concerns raised and keep Kenyans appraised of the outcome of the investigations. While the National Police Service, through the Inspector General of Police, have given their commitment, will also hold IPOA accountable to be able to do credible investigations and update Kenyans on the status of the same. The Law Society of Kenya will pursue drastic reforms within police stations across the country, especially those that have consistently been cited as danger zones detained therein. We invite members of the public to support this endeavor by reporting any known to mistreat, abuse, or neglect detainees, citing specific instances that can inform an overhaul of the systems which have proven ineffective. We call on the police and IPOA to fully participate in this initiative by investigating and taking decisive action on every complaint that will escalate to their offices. Mr. Albert Ojwang must not be another statistic that we move on from when the next incident arises. Let us collectively take the pain of his death as the beginning of a necessary and overdue paradigm shift for our country and for our nation. Thank you.